Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a report so exciting. It's like watching paint dry but with slightly more suspense. We are looking at Delcath systems, and let's just say their annual meeting, and some interesting decisions were made regarding their stock plans. We're going to break down what these changes mean for the companies like this, Hanoi and Deck conversations about companies like this. First off, this is a Form 8K filing, which is basically a current report companies file to announce major events to their investors and to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Think of it as a company's way of saying, hey, something important happened. The date of the earliest event reported here is May 15, 2025. Now, the main event changes to their stock plans. Specifically, the stockholders approved some changes to two plans called the 2020 Omnibus Equity Incentive Plan, or 2021 EIP, and the 2021 Employee Stock Purchase Plan, or 2021 ESPP. These plans are ways for the company to give employees and others stock or options to buy stock as an incentive. The big change, they're increasing the number of shares available under these plans. For the 2020 EIP, they're adding 2.2 million shares, and for the 2021 ESPP, they're adding more money to the company bonus pool, but instead of cash, it's stock. If you want all the nitty-gritty details, you can check out their proxy statement from April 1, 2025. It explains all the details of the 2020 EIP as amended and 2021 ESPP. As amended, including the terms of stock option grants, some the key takeaways. Now let's talk about the votes. The stockholders got to vote on a few things at the annual meeting. It's like a school election, but with more money involved. Out of the total shares eligible to vote, about 67.1% were represented at the meeting. So a good chunk of shareholders participated. First up, electing directors. These are the people who sit on the board and help guide the company. Gerard Michel and Gilad Aron were elected as Class I directors until the 2020 annual meeting. Then looking at the numbers, Gerard Michel got 15,966,658 votes for, while Gilad Aron got 15,945,025 votes for that. There were some votes withheld, but these guys still got the job. Next, the stockholders voted on whether to approve the amendment to the 2020 EIP, which we talked about earlier. It passed with 12,443,000 votes, 176,400, and so most people were on board with increasing the number of shares available. Then they voted on the amendment to the 2021 ESPP. Again, it passed with 15,835, 1,565.23 votes against. People seem to like giving employees a chance to buy stock. After that, they voted to ratify the selection of CBIZ CPIs PC as the company's independent accounting firm for the year ending December 31, 2025. It's like hiring a referee to make sure the game is fair, and this one passed overwhelmingly with 22,500 and 1,488 votes for. So everyone seems happy with the accounting firm. Finally, there was a vote on the compensation of the company's top executives. This is a non-binding advisory vote, meaning the company doesn't have to listen to the results, but it's a way for stockholders to voice their opinion. The vote passed with 14,977,471 votes against. So there was some disagreement on how much the executives are getting paid. If you are interested, Exhibits 10.4 and 10.10.2 show the Delcath Systems Inc. 2020 Omnibus Equity Incentive Plan as amended, and the Delcath Systems Inc. 2021 Employee Stock Purchase Plan as amended, and the Delcath Systems Inc. 2021. Now, what does all this mean? Well, increasing the number of shares available under these stock plans could have a few effects. On one hand, it gives the company more flexibility to reward and incentivize employees. This can help attract and retain talent, which is important for any company. And on the other hand, it could dilute the value of existing shares. This means that each share of stock represents a smaller piece of the company. In the grand scheme of things, these changes probably won't have a huge impact on the company's stock price in the short term, but they are important to keep an eye on as they could affect the company's long-term performance. One risk to note is the potential for dilution of existing shares. If the company issues too many new shares, it could decrease the value of existing shares, which would not be good for investors. Overall, Delcath Systems seems to be taking steps to incentivize employees and align their interests with those of the company. This could be a good thing for the company's future, but it's important to keep an eye on the potential risks. Alright, that's our breakdown of Delcath Systems' latest filing. What's your take on these stock plan changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.